Okay, suppose that we were all on this spaceship or whatever, and we went all the way to some other world, from this time, this date, to planet Autumn. hmm Over there, planet Autumn. And on planet Autumn, the only thing that's different is that they only speak Autumn. No English, no Spanish, no nothing else. Not even that talk that they, like, the ghetto talk, the one that people talk, the young people talk. Not even that. Nobody speaks that. And you're the only one there, and you have to speak to these people, communicate with them, but you only, like, know a little bit of Autumn. What are those maybe like 20 words that you need to know when you get to planet Autumn? What are those 100 words? If you knew 100 words of Autumn in order to get your message across, to conversate. I ask that to my students when they take the class, especially the language classes. What are those words that are important, or what kind? Because that's what's gonna matter. But nobody ever really mentions until I mention it. But there's 6 words that I think that in all languages you need to know how to say. Those words are the 5 W words and 1 H word. Okay, what, when, where, why, how, and who. Those 6 words. You need to understand how to say them. You need to understand how to use them. And with regard to Autumn here, you have to understand that there's many dialects. And if somebody tells you, that's not how we say it, that's fine. But that's how somebody else says it, especially with whoever's teaching you. So we're going to go over those 6 words, okay? And I'm not going to use writing because I don't know if you noticed there, but everything that's on this side is supposed to be on this side, and everything that's on this side is supposed to be on this side. So I am switched when you're looking at this, because I'm looking at the camera on this device here. So I'm not going to write them down. The other thing is that I recommend that if anybody really serious about learning a language, don't use the written. I mean, just hear it. I think you get better further off when you're doing it like that. But again, in classes, in Milligan classes or structured institutional classes, you have to use the paper and pencil. That's kind of required. But for here, I'm not going to do that. So if you want to take notes, that's fine. But I'm just going to tell you, okay? Now, so these ones you can use, these words you can use even as greetings. You can use them just whatever. It's just for fun, but so this first word, what, WHAT in English. In Autumn you say haschu, 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 chu, haschu. And like I said, there's dialect differences. So some places, and especially on the west side of the lands here, people talk kind of fast. So sometimes you won't hear haschu. They'll say achu, 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 with just the achu, achu, achu. So if I say like haschu, sometimes when I'm talking over there, they're replying to me, they'll just say achu. That's not all of them. Some of them do say haschu. But it depends on the context, how you're talking when you're talking. So haschu is how to say what. Now you can use that anywhere, anytime, just to ask, even not to ask a question. It was funny, this about 15 years ago, I taught this family that word haschu. And it was funny, the kids really picked it up and started going with it. And so after like 2 weeks or something, I called over there to their house, and this is before we had cell phone. And the little girl picked up the phone and she said, Hastu, and I started laughing. Who taught you that? And we're laughing. Now, they I had to teach them right there, and then they learn, because a lot of kids when they learn, or a lot of first learners, they for some reason they think that we're using the autumn sh when we say haschu. They say hashchu, hashchu. And again, when you do the sh in English, you do sh, like shh, be quiet, shh. But when you do autumn sh, your tongue goes up to the roof of your mouth, so you're like shh, 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 shush, shop it, like that. So sometimes when you people learn how to say haschu, they say hashchu. It's not hashchu, it's haschu, haschu. So again, what? So just to say what, if somebody calls your name, hey Camilla, haschu, real easy, haschu. Or like if somebody was to say, did you turn this pop over and put it in here? Haschu, real easy. It can be a comment, be a question, whatever. Just that word, haschu. So that's first one, haschu, number what. The next one is what? When. The word when. When. W-H-E-N. When in English. You say hukit-i. H-ki-ed-i. H-ki-ed-i. Hukid-i. 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 That's what you say when. So somebody says, like say, I'm going to come over to your house. You say, hukid-i. That means when. Hukid-i. How much? Searim? 2 hours? Are you already here? Hukid-i. Somebody says, we're gonna feed the dogs. Hukid-i. Or are you coming to my birthday party? Hukid-i. And again, the person's asking in English, you can still respond in autumn. Hukid-i. Hukid-i. And again, on the west side, a little bit faster. Hukti. 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 Some people say, hook it. Hook it. Hook it. Again, it's a dialect difference. It's a little bit shorter or whatever, depending on family. Hook it. That's the more longer way, or the, how do you say, phonetic ways to say hook it. So again, that's when. Hook it. So did you hear Camilla's? Hook it. Yesterday, hook it. So that's when. Okay. So you have what, hasju, hukidi, when, where. Okay. The next word is where, W-H-E-R-E. You say hubai, 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 hubai. Hupe, 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 real fast like that. Hupe, hupe, hupe. Look over there, hupe. Or so-and-so's coming over there. Hupe, hupe. I don't want them to see that. Hupe, hupe, hupe. And again, dialect difference. Somebody will say, hubi. Hubi, especially on that side, and in San Rosa, so we put hubi, hubi. It's not wrong. It's just the dialect difference. It's just the way people hear it. Hubi, 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 hubi. So hubi, most correctly, towards San Javier and towards the south, and that hubi in the Gila River, most likely they're gonna hear hubi, hubi, hubi again, because that's just dialect. So again, we're gonna go right now. Oh really? Hoopy! We don't want to tell you because we don't want you to go. Hey, Hoopy! Hoopy! Again, somebody says something and you're gonna reply where. Don't say where anymore. Say Hoopy. Show them that you're autumn and you know an autumn word. Hoopy. So okay, Haschu, what, when, hookity, and Hoopy, where, and then let me see, what, when, where, why, 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 why. You say the same thing like you say when what, you say haschu, but you add on another little sound, ah, haschu ah, haschu ag, haschu ah, haschu ah, haschu ah. That's why. Okay, so I cooked. I was gonna cook beans, but I didn't cook it. I cooked chili. Hasjuak! Hasjuak! You lied to me. Hasjuak! You said you loved me, but no. Hasjuak! You're doing this. Hasjuak! 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 That's how you say why. Now again, dialect difference. In other places, West will say acha, achua, just with no H. It's just with a acha, and it used to be what do you call it? One of those little common words that people would say, just in jest. They would say acha, 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 and that was just mimicking people that start with it. But haschua, that's why. Okay, haschua. So haschu, what, when, hookity, where, hoopay, and then why, haschuak. And then the next one is how. 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 Wait a minute. How. Yatta how. How. You say, how do you say how? Just kidding. Has masma. Has mas ma. Has masma. Has masma. Has mas ma. Has masma. Has masma. Has masma. Has masma. And that's just dialect, no, don't matter. Oh, everybody's gonna say hasmasma, hasmasma. So you're gonna say like, you don't have a car, you don't have a horse, you don't have whatever. You say, "Do piasto, I'm going to dance." Hasmasma. You don't have a car. Hasmasma. You don't have a horse. Hasmasma. How are you going to do that? How? How? Hasmasma. 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 Okay? So, haschu, what, when, hookity, where, hopei, when, hookity, how, hasmasma. And then the last W word is who. Who. Like, which person. And again, in autumn, we don't really have a word for him or her. There's no words for him or her. There's a word for boy and girl, or male or female, or old lady, old man, older lady, older man. But we don't have a word for he or she or her. Okay, so again, it's just who, it's just regular. Who. Hudei. 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 Who said that? Hudei. Hudei. Now, it's kind of hard for some people to say it because you're not used to it. in the Autumn language, we are one of just a few languages in the world that has that sound in our talk. Ugh, it's like you say like, did you step on something? Like that sound. Autumn say that a lot. So is again unique to Autumn, to our language. So, day e, day, day, okay, day, okay, day, okay. Oh no, day. Who said that? Day. So again, start at the top. What? Asked you. When? Hookity. Where? Hupay. What's the other one? What, when, where, why, hasjua, how, hasmasma, and who. Hute. Now again, hutei is something that you say grammatically correct, but there are people with dialects, again, they will say huti, huti, especially in Goa and, down that way you're going to hear huti, huti, hutip kaich, hutip kaich. Or over here, more towards sound over here, you're going to say hutei, hutei mamaya, like that. So hutei. So those 6 words that you need to know, what you should know when you land on Planet Autumn now. Hopefully, when you get this and you start practicing the words, but just say them, hopefully you'll start using them in conversation. So again, mom wakes you up in the morning and she says, come on, let's eat. Hoopy. That means where? Or hootie. Me? Oh, wow. Okay, hute, or hasjua. Why do we have to eat? We don't need to eat. Okay, so again, start using those 6 words. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Put them in your vocabulary, and you'll be on your way a little bit more to live in Planet Autumn. Okay? Tigigin.